Before we talk about the big league games from yesterday, I want to give a quick shout out to Hawaii, who just won the Little League World Series. They had a walk-off mercy rule and they outscored their opponents 60-5. That's not fair. What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We do this every single day, so don't be afraid to stick around. Josh Hader is officially broken. That's all I really have to say on that. The Angels are looking pretty lethal as of late, and the Yankees, yeah, not so much, but they'll be all right. If you guys are going to any baseball games or concerts anytime soon, use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save yourself money on your order. Now, we're going to get the Dodgers game out the way because they're just so good it almost bores me. Mookie Betts, well, I guess this game wasn't too boring because that's a home run in 3 consecutive games from Mookie. He has 31 on the season and he leads the league in runs scored. And this Trace Thompson guy is no joke. Over his last 69 games, he has 11 home runs and a 150 OPS plus. I don't know why the Tigers traded him away for belly button lint. I mean, it might be the steal of the season. Julio Urias did his thing, striking out 7 over 6, and the Dodgers, they went easy, 8-1. The next week of baseball is going to be ultra stressful for me, a Guardians fan, because the Twins are playing really well, and the Guardians have to face the Orioles and the Mariners in back-to-back series, so this is the test of the season for the Guardians. But anyways, the Minnesota Twins absolutely went to work this weekend against the Giants, pouring on another 8 runs versus that staff. Correa opened the gates on an RBI double, and then Jake Cave had a 2-run dong in the 4th, and this was a career day for him. More on him in just a second, because in the 5th inning it was death by 1,000 paper cuts. Guys would get on and then someone else would double, someone would get on and then there would be a double. So Kepler, Miranda, Urshela, they all had RBI doubles, and then Jake Cave got in on the RBI double party as well with a 2-run blow. I believe he had 4 or 5 RBIs on the night. The Twins have now won 3 games in a row, and they need the Mariners to clutch up against the Cleveland Guardians, and they did. So Cleveland's got to get with the program and stop holding these top prospects hostage because they're only playing once or twice a week. It's not great for confidence. Anyways, before I get too annoyed, I got to give some props to the Mariners because they took advantage of Owen Miller playing a terrible first base. He's got to make that catch. And then the very next pitch, Dylan Moore again took advantage. A 3-run bomb that completely snatched the soul out of my chest as Robbie Raygun was back at it. 7 brilliant innings from him. He didn't walk anyone while striking out 7. That's not easy to do. Ty France put the cherry on top with his 15th home run. The Mariners are 70-58. They won 3 of 4 against the Guardians. So the Twins are now just 2 games back. That is going to be very stressful for me. You know who isn't 2 games back anymore? The Chicago White Sox. I have no idea how Tony La Russa still has a job. I'm not trying to say he should be fired, but he should be fired. Stone Garrett connected on a rare mistake pitch from Dylan Cease, and it was rare because he got angry after that. Cease went the next 5 innings without allowing a single run, or really any of the base runners for that matter. He was looking really good until Sergio Alcantara went yard to tie it, and I guess the baseball gods just chose Arizona to win this game because Jake McCarthy broke the tie on a double, and Ian Kennedy came in for his 9th save. He struck out 2. So a few updates after this one. Chicago has fallen to 6 games back of the wild card and Central after losing their 4th consecutive game. Now, there is still time left, but time is running out fast. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks have won 3 in a row, and they are looking to get even better. They called up Corbin Carroll, who is a consensus top 5 prospect in all of Major League Baseball. In 93 games, he had 24 home runs and stole 31 bags while hitting .307. This guy has a chance to be stupid good. Now, since we talked a lot about the AL wildcard, we have to talk about the Orioles, the Jays, and the Rays. Justin Verlander was dicing people up left and right, but he had to come out after striking out 6 because of a calf concern, but he should be all right going forward. Austin Voth was terrific as well. He allowed 1 single hit through 6 innings, but the walks kind of hurt him, and then the bullpen, they could not bail him out. Yuli Gurriel singled home 2 to give Houston the lead, and Alex Bregman's revenge tour will not stop. That's 34 doubles, 20 home runs now, and a 143 OPS plus. Yeah, that'll play. Montero had a scary 9th, but ended up closing it out. The Orioles, they have to stay positive because they're still 1.5 game ahead of the Twins, but the Twins, I don't like what I saw from them the last weekend. They looked really good. Now, on the subject of staying positive, I don't think that Jays fans are capable of doing that right now because they got swept by the Halos. But this Halos team is looking more like month 1 and 2 of the Angels as opposed to the dumpster fire that we've been seeing for a while. Luis Rengifo is playing like a man. The dude is jacked. He has 12 extra base hits and 16 RBIs over his last 25. Suzuki ran into a baseball, and now it's really time to put that Tungsten O'Doyle meme to shame. Trout had an RBI double. That was followed up by a Shohei Ohtani. I mean, maybe he was hungry because he ordered an Oppo taco. I'm sorry, that was really bad. But that 2-run laser beam was his 28th of the year, and then Trout also blasted his 28th in just 88 games. Now, listen, I know we all clown on the Angels, but if Patrick Sandoval and Reed Detmers pitch like this in 2023, Rendon comes back healthy, I like the Angels, but we say that every single year. Now, even with that loss, the Toronto Blue Jays are still alive with a wild card spot, and the same story goes for the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, before this game, I do want to mention that Tyler Glasnow signed an extension. He's going to be getting like $5 million in 2023 and then $25 million in 2024. They must really think that his arm is ready to go. That's a lot of dough for someone coming off of Tommy John. But JV, Justin Verlander, is proving that the surgeries are getting better and better. Like with medical technology advancing, the surgeries are getting more precise and people are coming back healthier, it seems like. Anyways, back to the game. Izak is waking up again. That's 1 home run, and then that's 2 home runs. He's kind of like the Adolis Garcia of infielders. Great power and defense, but he does kind of struggle with getting on base consistently. Either way, Tampa Bay, they popped off for 12 runs in this one. Randy had a multi-RBI day, and same with Taylor Walls as he brought home 2. The Rays are 13 games over 500. Now, a quick update on Wander Franco. He last played on July 10th after having hamate surgery. He's struggling with hand soreness, so he was just taken out of his latest rehab game. I'm hoping that he comes back soon because this kid, he's a blast to watch when he's healthy and on top of his game. Now, I'm not going to lie, these next few games were all kind of shockers considering the underdogs won in all of them. Brian Hayes, he got it going with an RBI single against the Phillies, and Rosny Contreras, or Roanzi, if you're a Padres fan, please let me know how to say it. He twirled 5 sick innings with 7 strikeouts, and did I mention he didn't allow a single run, so 5 shutout innings. You have Chavis and Madris driving in a few. Those weren't needed, though, because the Pittsburgh bullpen, disgusting. 1 hit over the final 4 innings. They looked absolutely untouchable. Now, maybe Padres fans weren't surprised by this game because they're kind of annoyed with the way that their team is playing. Not with Juan Soto or Manny Machado because they both have been really good. Just the rest of the team doesn't have a lot of fight in them. Michael Taylor's home run sparked a 5-run first as rookie Drew Waters doubled home another rookie Nick Pratto, and Nicky Lopez made it a 5 spot. Salvi tore the cover off this baseball on a mammoth 2-run shot, and even though Juan Soto tried his best to motivate his teammates, yeah, Josh Hader sucked all of the air out of that potential comeback. Nick Pratto played a 2 on that double. Drew Waters added another RBI to his fine day at the plate, and in total, Josh Hader allowed 6 earned runs on 5 hits and 2 walks. So in 4 2/3 innings for the Padres, he's allowed 12 runs on 7 walks. Now, I'm going to cut him a little bit of slack because the Brewers traded him after him and his wife had their first child, but it wasn't an easy pregnancy. They started having complications around 34 weeks. Now, it was a miracle that they ended up giving birth, so I want to say that is a great thing. But then their entire life got uprooted by being traded halfway across the country. So Josh Hader, I feel like he's just trying to get comfortable. I feel like that's all it is. German Marquez tossed the best game of his season, and you kind of have to do that when facing Mad Max. Scherzer diced up 11 Rockies hitters, but he got the tough L as he gave up a lone run in the 7th inning. German Marquez, he threw 7 shutout on 5 strikeouts. Estevez had a clean 8th inning, and Daniel Barr lowered his ERA to 2.33 after collecting his 27th save. The Mets do lose, so let's see if the Atlanta Braves can gain some ground. I know that this game was played in St. Louis, but it was basically played in the Wild West because this game was insane. Nootbaar, he hit the baseball and then he didn't even know where he hit it. Now, luckily it went over the fence because he might have had a single considering he didn't know if it was going to be a double, a single. It was a home run. Arenado didn't go yard, but he brought home Donovan on a single, only to have those runs completely negated by a monster 3-run bomb courtesy of Dansby Swanson. He is very close to a 2020 season, the first of his career. Now, this next guy is already at 26 stolen bases, and there's his 10th home run. Tommy Edman turned on a pitch to tie it up, and Tyler O'Neill had his biggest moment of the year. That is a 3-run home run to seal it. Tyler now has 3 home runs and 11 RBIs over his last 11 games. Giovanni Gallegos came in for his 13th save, so the Cardinals have now won 2 in a row, and the Braves, they did not gain any ground on the Mets. So the Cardinals have won 2 in a row, but so have the Brewers. Now, it wasn't easy. This game was kind of tough. It was back and forth. Hunter Renfroe cut the deficit in half in the 3rd, and then top prospect Garrett Mitchell came up huge. So Garrett Mitchell's getting the call. Corbin, Carroll. I'm so excited that these teams are calling up their prospects. That's his first career hit and grabs his first 2 RBIs in the process. And I just want to say, keep it going, Yelly. Keep lifting baseball. Stop being a ground ball merchant. He's hitting .367 with 3 homers over the last 2 weeks. Colton Wong hit a 2-run shot of his own as Milwaukee popped off for a total of 9 runs. And good thing that they did because the Franimal put a hurt on this baseball to make it 9-7. Luckily, Devin Williams was on top of his game. He relieved Boxberger. He went 1-2-3. I think that's his 9th save of the year. Now, in back-to-back games, the Yankees were no hit going into the 5th inning. But before we talk about pitching, we got to talk about the A's offense. There weren't weren't any home runs in this one, but that's okay. They put up 4 on a bunch of doubles and singles. Adrian Martinez struck out 6 Yankees, only allowed 1 earned run. I mean, there's really not much else to say. The Yankees split a series after A.J. Puck came in for the final inning, and he punched out 2 for his 4th save. Nelson Cruz outsmarted the youngster Nick Lodolo as Nelson takes a walk to bring it within 1. Lodolo does have decent command, but every so often he can lose command of that slider. Riley Adams followed up with an RBI single, but only 1 scores as Luke Voigt got thrown out. Corbin somehow kept Cincinnati in check after allowing 2. He gets the W finally, his first W in 43 starts as Ildamaris Vargas sent one over the fence. And again, shout out to Patrick Corbin. He has been struggling mightily. He went 6 innings, had 5 strikeouts, only 1 earned run. Again, his first W in 43 starts. And last but not least, Jeimer Candelario is heating up. That's 2 home runs and 5 RBIs over the last few games. And Harold Castro had himself a day as well. He singled 2 in the 4th and then doubled home 3 after clearing the bases in the 6th inning. Texas almost stormed back though. Seager and Lowe, they both had home runs, and then Seager hit another one in the 9th on a 99 fastball way inside. That's as impressive as it gets. I don't know how he made it look so easy, but again, it's Corey Seager that we're talking about. Soto and the Tigers eventually got the W, but I wanted to mention that Seager has 28 home runs. He has a 130 OPS plus, and Simeon is 1 stolen base from joining the 2020 club. I was mistaken a few days ago. I said that Marcus and J-Rod are the only 2 guys in the 2020 club. The first one was Adolis Garcia, and the second one, J-Rod. So Marcus Simeon is on the edge. Well, everyone, that does it for today's recap. I hope that you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, but become part of Fuzzy Nation, or whatever we call ourselves. But again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and enjoy the web gems.
Go fast.
Line drive, caught it short. Oh, what a play by Tommy Edman.
They move him over to short, back to his original collegiate position.
They have a gridiron.
Huge trip to Ireland. What a snag again by Horner. They'll go for the lead runner, and they'll get him.
Great presence of mind by Nico to recognize that. Immediately pops up and looks to second base.
Sent towards second, a stumble by Lopez, rolls to Friedel. Meneses is home, Boyd around third, throw to the plate, lunging tag, he's out.
Work to do to be an elite late game pitcher, and mostly around throwing strikes. Wade into a slide, and he caught it. Wow, what a play, Lamont Wade Jr.
That was a tremendous play. That's a double all the way off the bat of Cave.
Benintendi to left, kept back, still going back, and he leaps up at the wall and he makes the catch.
Dribbler to third. Here's Riley charging. Bare hand. Got him at first. Nice play, Austin Riley.
Two of these plays yesterday. Again, opens those big